Hello, welcome to Well of Being Wednesday Live. So, the offering I'm bringing forth today has been building with all of the messages that have been coming in since January about aligning, about upgrading, about bringing in our starseed self, about clearing things out, about externalizing all of these high level energetic processings to create more space. There is this other experience that we are opening into that I was feeling yesterday. And it's a bigger perspective, an expanded perspective of reality, our internal reality as we align to our truth, and external reality and the collective. So, as we begin to have this expanded perspective, one of the experiences we can have is, we begin to discern, like we see certain experiences unfolding in reality, and we can begin to discern what is the truth and what is illusion. What is the truth and what is illusion? And this can be played out in all aspects of our life, things that we're witnessing in the news and in politics, experiences that are happening in our lives, experiences that are happening in our bodies, where we have this new level of awareness. And it can be a little bit like jarring because you are able to see all these different energies and emotions, and it can be very triggering, and it can almost want to like suck us back down to old perspectives. But because we've been doing all this work, we have this more expanded view of being able to feel the energies of being triggered and begin to discern what is the illusion and what is the truth. And sometimes it's something where like we may be having a conversation and the truth will come to us, because the more we're aligned in our truth, we're going to be magnetizing that kind of energy in others and in ourselves. And sometimes we may not see the truth, but because we are like the truth serum, there's some aspect of us that's aware that it's there, like the bigger picture. So I was feeling into, what can support us with this kind of like, it feels a little uncomfortable to be aware of both, to be so aligned and so expanded, have this shifted perspective, and to be able to discern like, okay, here's illusion and here's truth. And it's like all of our human emotions that might get evoked in that. So I decided to call upon Mother Mary and compassion, because part of what I was feeling into yesterday was this expansiveness, opening in our heart space because of the alignment, but also because of all the clearing and the energy of compassion being able to come forward to support us with navigating what I feel is like this new way of connecting to reality, where we can kind of feel everything swirled together, the illusion and the truth, at a higher level. Good morning, Emery. Okay, so I want to feel into this. This feels like there's going to be, after that preamble, that most of the rest of this is going to be direct channeling and really opening into this concept. Abaike oro koi ike yeah. Daiki kokoro koike. Daiu koro ike a koro koike koro ike koro ike koro I a uru o ko o koro o koi e. So the feeling and what I'm observing is like there's been like this excavation. So there's like aspects and dimensions of our heart that haven't quite been available to us. And that has to do with our own internal processing, but that also has to do with the reality that we've been living in. And almost like the feeling that we had to wall off and protect certain aspects of our heart because the energies that existed here on the planet up until now, I have to clear, that's significant, have not been, ooh, could be potentially damaging to this level of the heart. Like it just isn't hasn't been a nurturing environment to these very tender, very expansive aspects of the heart. So it's not a problem. It's not bad. It's just like this environment did not allow that level of our heart to be that open. And of course, each of us are at a different place in this opening, this heart expansion, but all of us are being nudged more and more and more because we need to expand our connection to not just our multidimensional heart space, but the energies that it carries, in particular, compassion. Compassion is an energy that is able to hold all of these realities, our internal and our external realities, and allows us a higher level of discernment, is the word. So there's different aspects of our being, our spirit, and our body that come in to help us to navigate and discern our experiences, and in particular the concept of discerning truth from illusion. So the level of the heart that, again, through this excavation and the internal energies being ready, the outer energies here on the planet being ready for us to fully open to this next level, fully spreading our heart wings, is allowing us to activate this next higher level of discernment through the heart. So literally, like a lot of what we were speaking to yesterday was about activating the third eye, but this is a different way of digesting, receiving, seeing, perceiving, like all of the processes happening through the heart space, because the heart does have this capability of holding everything in such a, honestly, it's divine, it's the oneness, it's the Christ consciousness that has created everything in our experience, everything in the past, everything now, everything going forward, that absolutely the Christ consciousness knows that all of this has its place and purpose in reality. And then we have our own human challenges with aligning to that. But this next level of expansion and opening that we are all receiving at this time is, again, a more open way of connecting into our reality that will allow us greater ease with holding things in our heart that perhaps we couldn't wrap our heart around in the past. And this is going to include aspects of your own current reality, your past, your present, energies you've held in your lineages, outer reality. It's everything that can be perceived through this new lens, discerned through this new portal, this more expanded portal. It's always been available to us, but there's this new level of the multidimensionality of the compassionate heart space and the energy that can bring to our reality that is supporting us in processing. So as we go through these alignments and these upgrades, it's like there's this phase of like, okay, and here we are, and we've got these energies and we've got these, new ways of perceiving. And this energy is particularly important with our integration and continued expansion. So I'm just going to dive more into ate oko okoro oke ai oro o. Ai aoro e ai koro o koro o ai e ke o koro oi. Ai ke o koro oi. So focus on your own heart space. Ai ke o koro o koro oi. So the visual I just had is as if your heart, the wings of your heart had been wrapped very tight around this new level, this multidimensional level of compassion that has not been able to open. It's been holding it in there, protecting it until the time is right. So it's almost like what we've been experiencing as we've aligned and aligned and aligned. These wings have started to softly, slowly begin to unfurl, begin to open, begin to unfurl. And so almost like you can imagine there's this sacred geometric crystalline structure that is a portal that connects to this Christ consciousness, this divine compassion that lives within your heart. So it's almost like there's little glimmers that have been able to sneak through, but as the wings of your heart open, then it allows this crystalline structure to be more actively present within your being. So literally at the center of your heart, this sacred geometric crystalline structure that is a portal directly to Christ consciousness, compassion, whatever words feel most comfortable with you, divine unconditional love, all of this that allows you a more expansive way of connecting to your inner reality and your outer reality. Literally, like it is shining a light to guide you. It is offering up, it's almost like part of what I can see is that the discernment's just going to happen. The more that you open to this energy, allowing yourself to integrate it, it's going to be so natural, where you're just able to see and perceive in a way that you have not before with greater ease. And what I mean by this is to see all reality. It's not like suddenly all you see is light. No, you will see the shadow and you will see the light. You will see the truth and you will see the illusion. And you will be discerning not through a place of judgment and embracing the wholeness. Embracing the wholeness. Again, this light, these messages, this wisdom shining through this multifaceted sacred geometric crystal within your heart space to your inner reality and your outer reality. And the wings serve multiple purposes. The etheric wings that were protecting this crystalline structure, as they open, another level we'll begin to experience is literally like the wings that can take flight and also can fan, can send these frequencies and energies throughout your heart. So yes, you have your heart that's pulsing, but there's this other level. Like if you could envision this etheric, I just keep picturing a very like bright pink light in this crystalline structure. And as you open, it's like with each beat of your heart, you also have this expanding of these wings, this fanning of the wings, which is helping to send this energy throughout your body. So it begins to be like at a level that's even beyond consciousness. It just becomes more integrated. And you may find over time that certain like aspects of your own self-talk or your inner dialogue as you're witnessing reality will just begin to transform. Of course, it is important that we also consciously open to this and hold it in our awareness. So there's aspects of this that are just happening for all of us because the time is right and the energy is right. And we could think of, I'm using wings, but like a flower that knows it's time to bloom, a bird that knows it's time to hatch, and a bird that knows when it's time to leave the nest and open its wings and fly. When it knows it's strong enough, it knows the conditions are right. It knows that it is being nurtured through your alignment, through your awareness, and through the shifts that have happened in external reality. And you can envision these wings like they don't just move up and down I'm envisioning that they can move in every possible dimension. And through doing so, as I'm feeling right now in my own being, it is helping to nurture this energy and like awaken it, like very gently and tenderly, like awaken this energy and send it throughout your being. And of course, you are the priority of integrating this. And as you do integrate it, you also emanate this message. So again, to use the relationship, the connection in nature, as there's different plants that are continuously communicating to each other and supporting each other in their blooming. You do the same through connecting into this energy and reflecting that message out into the world, reflecting that code, reflecting that message that the time is right, that the time is now for us to open to this divine, unconditional love, this compassion for ourselves and for the collective that gives us a shift in our awareness of reality. And this compassion is supportive in us with our processing of this new level. Processing meaning of our own emotions, whatever is triggered and activated, this energy is going to support and nurture you in this process. Tai oro o ai e. Ziwara waka aike. Zikeke oko koro oko ai keke oro o ai e. So this is beautiful because it is what I'm seeing is it's been something that's been lying dormant in humanity, waiting for this time and space and waiting for you, because if you're listening to this, you're ready to consciously connect to this as it is also happening without your conscious awareness. The conscious connection further nurtures your integration. Okay. Hando okoi eke okoro oai e. So I'm just hearing to say to all of you that it is safe for those of you who have had trauma, heartbreak of all different kinds, or are witnessing that in your reality, that it is safe for you to open your heart at this time. It is safe. And again, how quickly we accelerate through this process of expansion, activation, and opening of these energies is unique to each of us. But the time is now. We are nurtured and supported in this. Te o oro o koi eke o koro oi. Te kokoro oko e eke okoro oko okoro oi. Te kokoro oko e eke okoro oko oi. Te koro koi atono tioko oro oko okoro o oi ke okoro o ai. All right. I think that feels complete. It's very, wow. Feeling the expansiveness, feeling that we are being supported and nurtured in this process. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I'm sure there's more that will continue to unfurl as we open to this beautiful, beautiful activation. Have a beautiful day.